Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do share and like this video or dislike it, up to you. But definitely don't forget to turn on that notification bell because that will alert you whenever I'm posting a new video. Now today I wanted to continue on the topic of the coronavirus. On my last video I mentioned that members of the World Mission Society Church of God are stating that if you partake in the Passover that you will be protected from the virus. Now I got a lot of comments on that video, and some people were saying that it is going to protect you from the virus if you partake of the Passover, and there was other comments, one in particular that said that people from the Church of God were misinformed apparently, or not taking the explanation of the Passover in the right context. I'm gonna go ahead and put the comment right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it out loud for you guys, and just follow along. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you guys can always go back to my video. The comments are there, and read the whole thing. But I'm just going to read the things that actually stood out to me. And so, you know, this comment is from Greg, and then he states, technically the Passover only protects the 144,000 in the last disasters. What happens is the World Mission Society Church of God pushes Passover to protect so much, the member don't realize that Passover is only protecting the last disaster. Even Mother said to wear masks and gloves and alcohol. Even Mother doesn't boast the Passover will protect from the virus, but rather protect yourself. But if you watch videos from the World Mission Society Church of God, the members get confused because they allude to the Passover offering protection for everything. However, it would only protect the last disaster for the elect, the 144,000. So this member is saying that the members of the World Mission Society Church of God are taking whatever they've been told and applying it to everything, which I find it really, really odd, because when I was in the World Mission Society Church of God, I remember a particular video that was shown to me, and I would show to other members, that would say that the Passover will protect them from anything. And this is the video that was made from the World Mission Society Church of God. So let's go ahead and play that video really quick, just, you know, a few points to show that it's the Church of God and not the members telling them that the Passover will protect them from everything. So let's go ahead and play that video. now that we've seen the video, we can clearly see that it's not the members' fault for believing that they will be protected from anything if they partake in the Passover. It is clearly the World Mission Society Church of God telling members that if they partake in the Passover, they'll be protected from earthquakes, fires, gases, and all other sorts of things that come their way. So we can't blame the members for believing what they've been told. It really is the teaching of the World Mission Society Church of God that if you partake in the Passover, you will be protected. So I'm going to go ahead and put the comment here, but I'm going to go ahead and read it out loud too. So it says, God bless you, brothers and sisters. I'm currently stationed on the USS Theodore Roosevelt. As many of you may know, our ship had a bad outbreak of COVID-19. I initially tested negative at the beginning of the month. 2 days ago, I received my second test, which came out to be positive. I currently have no symptoms and I'm feeling okay thanks to Father and Mother. I know that through the grace of Father and Mother, they will see me through. While I was in quarantine in the hotel for the last 3 weeks, I had no contact with anyone for preaching. But the bright side of this situation, I will be able to preach to others that are here at my current location. I initially started to feel a little discouraged, but then I thought to myself, what is Father and Mother's will in this situation? Their will is for me to preach, preach, preach. God bless you, brothers and sisters. So this brother that partook in the Passover tested positive for COVID-19. So what are you guys going to say about this member? That his faith was not strong enough? Even though he partook in the Passover, which clearly the video shows that the Passover will protect you from any disaster. Again, the Passover will not protect you from this virus. It's, one thing to believe that the Passover will protect you, but it's another thing to put people at risk and letting them go out and think that them taking in the Passover is going to protect them from the virus. Those are two different things. And we as society should be watching out for one another. We should be telling each other to be careful. Not to say, no, you took the Passover, you're going to be okay. Go out and expose yourself. Because that, especially coming from a church, shows that you don't care about that individual. Now, I'm not here to tell you guys what to believe, and I've said this in my videos before. Anybody has the right to believe anything. If you want to believe that, Ahnsahnghong and Zhang are God, then by all means, that's your right. But when you start telling people that the Passover is going to protect them from this virus and putting them in danger, then that's something that I need to step in and say it's not okay. It's not just my responsibility, but it's everybody's responsibility to step in and be like, hey, you are overstepping your boundaries. Really think about the situation and don't be so gullible to believe just any little thing that anybody tells you. Sometimes you got to take a step back and think twice before you take a step forward. Again, I'm not here to tell anyone in what to believe, but I am telling you to be cautious, because this virus, it doesn't discriminate. And if you come across it by any means, whether by touching a surface that was contaminated or coming across somebody that was infected, you will be infected too. So be careful. And like I said in my last video, in times like this, it's when we need to be watching out for one another, taking care of one another, making sure that we're okay. Life is too short to be careless. So just make sure that you're watching out for yourself and for those around you. And at the end of the day, always never forget to enjoy life. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.